It was a calm, lonely night on the ocean. Our small patrol boat cut through the dark water while the moon followed us above. Nothing looked strange, but the sea felt heavier than usual. Inside the cabin, we were relaxed. One of us watched the radar, the other adjusted the radio and checked the maps. It was just another shift, and we expected a quiet, boring night. Then, without warning, the radio began to hiss with loud static. The sound was sharp and ugly, filling the whole cabin. We turned the knobs, thinking it was just interference, but the noise only grew stronger. Through the static, a weak voice slowly pushed through. "Mayday, this is SS Orpheus. We're sinking." For a moment, we just stared at each other. SS Orpheus was the name of a ship that disappeared 20 years ago. We rushed out onto the deck with flashlights in our hands. The beams of light cut across the black water, but there was no ship, no flare, no movement, only quiet waves and a cold wind brushing against our faces. Back inside, we checked the radar again. A small blinking signal showed up in the middle of a deep sea zone, a place where no ship should still be sending a signal. The coordinates matched the last known area of the SS Orpheus. We decided to follow it. As the boat moved closer, the water grew strangely calm and the air turned colder. The usual sounds of the sea faded, and an uneasy silence began to wrap around us. On the sonar, a huge shape appeared under us. It looked like a ship lying on the seabed, but it flickered in and out like bad reception. For a second we saw broken masts and a tilted hull, then it vanished again. Before we could react, the radio fell completely silent. Then the same voice spoke again. This time it sounded clearer, closer, almost like someone was standing right behind us, whispering the words into our ears. A thick fog suddenly rose from the surface of the sea and wrapped itself around the boat. Our lights turned weak and yellow, and the horizon disappeared. The world shrank to a few meters of ghostly grey around us. Out of that fog, a huge ship slowly appeared, standing above the water. Its wooden deck looked rotten, its windows black and empty, yet a faint blue glow surrounded it. It was the SS Orpheus returned from nowhere. We stood on the deck, completely frozen, unable to move or speak. The ghost ship flickered like an old film, one moment solid, the next almost transparent. It felt like we were looking at a memory that refused to die. Then we heard it. A cold whisper right behind our backs. "You never came." We spun around, but there was no one there. Just fog curling over the rails and the sound of our own breathing. Fear finally broke us free. We rushed to the controls and pushed the engines to full power. The boat surged forward, cutting through the fog. In the distance, the ghost ship faded, its shape slowly swallowed by the darkness behind us. We thought it was over until the radio crackled one last time. The same broken voice returned, softer now, almost calm. "We never left the sea, and neither will you." After that, there was only silence and the sound of the waves.